Fundingticks 0. Watch out for these hidden rules before you consider joining. Today we will have a look at this challenge that's basically a 0-step challenge, so instant funding. You might think this, but I will show you some hidden things that you should consider first. Also, if you might think, is this a new company or not? First of all, I want to tell you, you should never join a prop firm that hasn't been on the market since at least I would say a year at least, and that you can check some reviews, and also maybe have a Discord group where you can exchange your opinion with some other traders and so on. In this case, Fundingticks might sound new. I mean, the website is new, but the company that owns this is Fundingticks. Yeah, it's Fundingticks, and Fundingticks has been on the market since many years, and they are one of the highest paying companies. As you can see here, if I sort this here by all time here, yeah, you see Fundingticks is the number one with over 153 million in payouts. So they know what they are doing. They've been doing this since quite some time. So let's check this now. We have the 0 account, okay? We really focus on the 0 account. They have 25K, 50K, and 100K, okay? Every 7 trading days, you get your reward. Now the question is, what can you expect? So with the 100K account, okay, you have a drawdown of 3%. So if you hit the drawdown more than 3% in a loss, then your account is gone. And if you want to try this challenge, if you use the link in the description, crypto dealers, you will always get the highest available discount, okay? So let's talk about this. You also have here, so first of all, keep in mind, if you are in a loss of more than 3%, your account will be gone, okay? Number one. Number two, consistency on rewards. What does this mean? This means your biggest profit, yeah, in one day, so your most profitable day should not account to more than 25% of your entire profit. Meaning, let's say if your entire profit is just 5,000 euro and you have a profitable day of 2,000 euros, that's not enough then, because then you need 8,000 euros or over 8,000 euros in profit, because your biggest day cannot be more than 25% of your entire profit, okay? Keep this in mind. And there's also a reward cap. Also very interesting. Let me show you, because, well, let's start first with the rules here. First of all, you have this 3% stop loss, yeah? And first of all, yeah, you have that you can even pay out. Look here, once the drawdown is at break even, meaning once you made $3,000 in profit, then it gets locked at the initial balance, because it's a trailing drawdown. That means it follows your profit. Let's say if you start with 100K, you have 3% stop loss. That means at 97, your account is stopped out, so to say. If your profit goes up to $102,000, then your profit will be locked at 99K. And once you are over 103K, then it's going to be locked at 100 and it stays there. So keep this in mind. This is number one, trailing stop loss, okay? Trailing stop loss. This is not a static one, okay? So the next thing, now it gets really interesting, because if you have the 100K account, okay, you might think, okay, I just paid this amount. The 100K account is 599, okay? But the question is, you might think you just make $2,000 in profit and you can pay them out. No, of course, first of all, you have to make this 3K profit that your stop loss gets locked. And then, first of all, you have to make $6,000. Reward goal number one is you have to make 6K, okay? So you have to trade your account up to 106K balance, and then it comes, the reward is kept here, 2K, you can just withdraw. And it's a profit split of 90%, So first of all, keep this in mind. You have to make 6K profit, then you can withdraw 2K, but they get 10%, you get 90. That means once you made 6K in profit, you can withdraw 1.8K, okay? So it's not as good as it sounds, because you might think you give them the money, you get the account, and whatever you get in profits, you can just withdraw. No, it's not the case. Keep this in mind. 6K, you have to trade in profit, so you have to put up your account to the balance of 106K, then you can withdraw 2K minus their percentage, so 1.8K, okay? And then it goes on. After this, yeah, you have to make additional 4K, then you can withdraw 2.5K. Then next step, you have to make 2K, then you can withdraw 2.5K, and then onwards after the first after the goal number 4, it stays at 2000, okay, and then you can withdraw 3k. So it's not as easy or as good as it might sound. That's why I make this video. So keep this in mind if you consider doing this challenge, or basically it's not called a challenge because it's a zero account, but basically it's a built-in challenge, somehow hidden, I would say. So also the last one here, inactivity. Any trading account inactive for 7 days will be suspended. So let's say you go on vacation and you don't think about trading, you don't want to trade, you should trade, otherwise you will lose your account. So that's what's going on, okay? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments, and see you.